Welcome back to RF Coins, today the channel where we explore the fascinating world of United States coins, their rich history, their hidden treasures, and of course, their current market value. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that might look ordinary to many people, but in reality, it holds a captivating story and can be worth far more than its face value if you know what to look for. We are talking about the Liberty 1977 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American history since 1909, featuring the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The 1977 Lincoln penny continues the tradition of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which was used from 1959 until 2008. This coin is made primarily of copper, with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams and measuring 19 millimeters in diameter. The obverse side features the iconic bust of Lincoln facing right, the word Liberty to the left, and the date 1977 on the right. Above Lincoln's head, you see the famous motto "In God We Trust," a phrase that has appeared on United States coins for decades. Now, the 1977 Lincoln penny might seem like a common circulation coin, but the truth is, certain examples can fetch surprising amounts of money in the coin collecting market. The key lies in condition, mint errors, and rarity of high-grade examples. Pennies from this year were struck in 3 different locations. The Philadelphia Mint produced coins without a mint mark, the Denver Mint with a small d mint mark under the date, and the San Francisco Mint with an S mint mark for proof coins. For collectors, the Philadelphia and Denver coins are often found in circulated condition, meaning they have been used in everyday transactions. These usually hold only a small premium over face value unless they are in exceptional condition. However, the proof coins from San Francisco are a different story, as they were made with extra care and mirror-like surfaces, intended for collectors rather than circulation. In terms of mintages, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 4.4 billion coins, while Denver struck over 4.1 billion, making the 1977 penny not rare in general circulation. But here is where things get interesting. If you find a 1977 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition with full original luster, no scratches, and sharp details, it can be worth a lot more than 1 cent. In fact, certified mint state coins graded MS-67 or higher can reach hundreds of dollars at auction. Errors and varieties are another factor that can dramatically increase the value of the 1977 penny. Some known errors include off-center strikes, double die obverse varieties, die cracks, clipped planchets, and even coins struck on foreign planchets. These error coins can fetch prices ranging from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on their uniqueness and demand. For example, a 1977 penny with a clear and strong double die in the date or lettering could be a highly sought-after piece for error collectors. Now, let us talk about the market. In today's coin market, common circulated 1977 pennies may only be worth 1 to 3 cents because of their copper content, but high-grade examples and rare varieties can command significant premiums. An uncirculated coin in mint state 65 can easily bring in between $15 to $30. Mint state 66 coins may bring in between $50 to $100, and those rare MS-67 examples can soar into the hundreds. And yes, there are cases where superb quality coins with exceptional eye appeal have been sold for prices exceeding $800, even reaching over $898 and beyond in top conditions, as reported in some coin auction results. Proof coins from San Francisco in perfect PR70 deep cameo condition are also highly collectible. These proofs, when graded by top certification companies, can be valued at over $100 to $200 depending on the market demand. One important thing collectors need to remember is that the value of coins like the 1977 Lincoln penny is not only about rarity but also about the passion of collectors, the current demand in the hobby, and the grading services that verify authenticity and quality. When a coin is certified by respected grading companies like PCGS or NGC, buyers have more confidence, which can lead to higher selling prices. The beauty of coin collecting is that sometimes a small coin you might have in your pocket change can turn out to be a hidden treasure. That is why I always encourage my viewers to check every coin, pay attention to the details, and learn about the history behind each piece. The 1977 penny is a perfect example of how knowledge can transform an ordinary find into a valuable collectible. So, if you have a jar of old pennies at home, take a closer look. You might just find a 1977 Lincoln penny that is in such pristine condition or with such a unique error that it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Here at RF Coins, we believe every coin has a story, and the 1977 Lincoln penny tells a story of American history, craftsmanship, and the excitement of treasure hunting in your own change. Keep learning, keep searching, and who knows, you might be holding a piece of numismatic gold in the form of copper. That wraps up our deep dive into the Liberty 1977 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to subscribe to RF Coins for more fascinating stories, values, and history of United States coins. And remember, the next valuable coin could be in your pocket right now. Could be hiding a small fortune. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1986 Lincoln penny, a coin that millions of Americans have handled without realizing its hidden potential. We'll explore its history, unique features, production secrets, errors that could make it worth hundreds or even thousands, and of course the current market value, which might surprise you. So grab your coin jar, because by the end of this video, you might want to start digging for treasures. The U.S. Mint had already switched from copper to a copper-plated zinc composition due to rising metal costs. This change happened in 1982, so your 1986 penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. On the front, we see the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the word Liberty to the left and the date 1986 to the right, just above the D mint mark. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial is featured, designed by Frank Gasparo, with United States of America and E pluribus unum above, and the denomination 1 cent below. Where the date or letters appear double. Center strikes, where the design is not perfectly aligned. BIE error, a small die break between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an extra letter I, clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing from a cutting error. Collectors go crazy for these unique mistakes. Part 4. Market value today. Now let's get to what everyone is waiting for, the current market value. A typical circulated 1986 Lincoln penny is worth just face value, 1 cent, but don't let that fool you. In uncirculated condition, graded MS 65 red, these coins can sell for $10 to $25 easily. But here's where it gets exciting, special high-grade examples, especially those with strong luster and no spots, can fetch hundreds. In fact, one pristine MS 68 red example sold for over $1,000 at auction, and if you find one with a dramatic mint error, that's where the price skyrockets. Some rare double dies and off-center strikes have sold for $898 to $957 in recent years. Yes, that's almost $900 for a penny. How to check your 1986 PNNY to find out if your penny is valuable. Here's what to do: inspect the coin's condition. The redder and shinier, the better. Look for no scratches or spots, check for errors, use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, cracks, or unusual shapes, look for strong strike details. Well-defined Lincoln features and memorial details mean higher grades. Weigh your coin. A standard zinc penny should weigh 2.5 grams. Any deviation could mean a wrong planchet error. Why collectors love the 1986 PNNY. The combination of modern minting history, the Denver mint mark, and the challenge of finding high-grade zinc cents makes the 1986 a collector favorite. It's not just about the value, it's about the thrill of the hunt. Even a coin that's technically common can become a gem in your collection if it's in pristine condition. Final THOUGHTS. So the next time you're sorting through your change, don't overlook that 1986 Lincoln penny. It could be worth much more than 1 cent, especially if it's in top condition or has a rare mint error. At RF Coins, we believe every coin has a story, and every story could lead to treasure. So keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting, because your next great find might just be hiding in your pocket right now. OUTRO. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1986 Lincoln penny, hit that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos about coin values, history, and collecting tips. And remember, the best treasures are often the smallest. Today, we are diving deep into the world of the 1993 Liberty Lincoln penny, a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket, in your piggy bank, or in an old jar of change. But here's the twist: some 1993 Lincoln pennies are not just worth 1 cent, they can be worth hundreds, thousands, and in rare cases, nearly $1 million depending on condition, mint errors, and collector demand. The current market value can reach an astonishing $898,957 for the rarest and most perfect examples. Yes, you heard that right, almost $900,000 for a single penny. Center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the blank coin was not aligned correctly in the press-clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin's edge is missing copper plating, revealing the zinc underneath. Collectors will pay high premiums for these unusual coins, sometimes thousands of dollars depending on rarity and grade. Now, here's the exciting part: the numbers. A regular 1993 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is usually worth 1 cent. Uncirculated examples can be worth between $1 and $10 depending on grade. Mint state coins graded MS 67 and above can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Rare proof coins from San Francisco can bring in $50 to $200 in high grades. And the rarest high-grade or major error examples have been sold for prices approaching $898,957 in auctions. These are the coins that serious collectors dream of finding. Into the nearest vending machine, take a closer look. That 1993 Lincoln penny you are holding might just be worth a small fortune. And remember, coin collecting is not only about money, it is about the thrill of discovery, the joy of history, and the excitement of finding something rare where you least expect it. This has been RF Coins, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1993 Liberty Lincoln penny, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about coins that could change your life. Today, we are diving deep into the world of the 1993 Liberty Lincoln penny, a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket, in your piggy bank, or in an old jar of change. But here's the twist: some 1993 Lincoln pennies are not just worth 1 cent, they can be worth hundreds, thousands, and in rare cases, nearly $1 million depending on condition, mint errors, and collector demand. The current market value can reach an astonishing $898,957 for the rarest and most perfect examples. Yes, you heard that right, almost $900,000 for a single penny. Center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the blank coin was not aligned correctly in the press-clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin's edge is missing copper plating, revealing the zinc underneath. Collectors will pay high premiums for these unusual coins, sometimes thousands of dollars depending on rarity and grade. Now, here's the exciting part: the numbers. A regular 1993 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is usually worth 1 cent. Uncirculated examples can be worth between $1 and $10 depending on grade. Mint state coins graded MS 67 and above can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Rare proof coins from San Francisco can bring in $50 to $200 in high grades. And the rarest high-grade or major error examples have been sold for prices approaching $898,957 in auctions. These are the coins that serious collectors dream of finding. Into the nearest vending machine, take a closer look. That 1993 Lincoln penny you are holding might just be worth a small fortune. And remember, coin collecting is not only about money, it is about the thrill of discovery, the joy of history, and the excitement of finding something rare where you least expect it. This has been RF Coins, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1993 Liberty Lincoln penny, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about coins that could change your life. Today, we are diving deep into one special coin, the Liberty 2005 D Lincoln penny, a coin that might just surprise you with its fascinating history and shocking market value. Let's begin by holding this coin in our mind. Picture it, a bright copper-plated zinc penny, shimmering under the light. On the front, or obverse, we see the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Facing to the right, his sharp details and dignified expression captured forever in metal. Just above his head is the word liberty, a timeless reminder of the very foundation on which the nation stands. To the right of Lincoln, you'll notice the date 2005 followed by a small D mint mark, which tells us this coin was minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny from 2005. Millions were made, so what's so special about it? But here's where the magic begins. While billions of Lincoln pennies were struck in 2005, certain versions, errors, and conditions have made some of these coins worth much more than their face value. Let's rewind a bit in history to truly understand this coin story. The Lincoln cent series began in 1909, replacing the Indian head penny, and was designed by Victor David Brenner to honor Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. Over the decades, the design saw slight changes, but in 1959, the reverse changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo that lasted until 2008. The 2005 D penny is part of this long and proud memorial cent tradition. Minted in the city of Denver, the 2005 D penny was struck using copper-plated zinc, a change that had occurred in 1982 when the composition switched from mostly copper to a cheaper zinc core to cut costs. These coins weigh about 2.5 grams and have a diameter of 19 millimeters. Now, why would a modern penny like this be worth more than 1 cent? The answer lies in three key factors: condition, rarity of certain errors, and demand among collectors. First, let's talk about condition. Collectors prize coins that are in mint state, meaning they look exactly as they did the day they left the mint, with no scratches, no signs of wear, and their original luster shining bright. The 2005 D Lincoln penny, if found in a high mint state grade, such as MS-67 or higher, can sell for hundreds of dollars, sometimes even over $500 in the right auction, simply because such well-preserved examples are hard to come by. Second, we have errors and varieties. Some 2005 D pennies were struck with misaligned dies, double dies, off-center strikes, or even with plating errors where the zinc core is exposed. A dramatic error can multiply a coin's value many times over. For example, a 2005 D penny with a clear and strong double die on the obverse has been known to sell for over $800 to passionate collectors. In rare cases, certain off-center strikes have brought in more than $1,000. And then we have market demand. While the 2005 D penny is not ancient history, collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents want high-quality examples from every year and mint mark, especially if they are certified by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Now let's talk numbers. In today's current coin market, an ordinary circulated 2005 D penny might be worth just 1 cent to most people, but if you have one in uncirculated, mint state condition, the value jumps dramatically. A top-graded MS-67 example can bring in $300 to $500, and rare mint state errors can reach into the $800 to $950 range. In extreme cases, unique errors and perfect condition coins have been estimated to be worth as much as $898.957. Yes, almost $900 for a penny you could find in loose change if you're lucky. Collectors also consider eye appeal. Coins with rich, original red color are more valuable than those that have toned brown over time. Even a small scratch can mean the difference between a valuable collectible and a simple pocket change coin. So, if you have a 2005 D Lincoln penny, here's what you should do. First, examine it carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling in the lettering or numbers, any off-center strikes, or unusual features in the design. Second, check its condition. If it looks pristine, store it safely in a coin holder to protect it from damage. And third, if you think you found something special, consider having it graded by a reputable grading service. Every coin tells a story, and the 2005 D Lincoln penny is no different. It's a story of American history, changing minting technology, and the thrill of discovering value in the most unexpected places. So the next time you get a handful of change, don't just toss those pennies aside. One of them might just pay for your next vacation. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, here at RF Coins, we believe every coin is a piece of history you can hold in your hand. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 2005 D. Lincoln penny, hit that like button, subscribe for more fascinating coin stories, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunt. Until next time, happy collecting and may your next penny be worth a fortune.